There is a website called missingmoney.com. It is not a scam site. It is not a phishing operation. It is a legitimate aggregation tool that pulls unclaimed property records from state government databases across the country and makes them searchable in one single place. You can go there right now and type in any name, any address, any state for free with no login, no verification, and no identity check of any kind. The database returns results showing you the name of the account holder, their last known address, the name of the financial institution that reported the account, and in many cases, an estimated dollar range for the account balance. That information is public by law. Every state in the country is legally required to publish unclaimed property records because the system was designed to help people find money they forgot about. The transparency is intentional. The problem is that the same transparency that makes your money findable by you also makes it findable by everyone else. Criminals figured this out, and they did not respond to it the way an individual responds. Searching one name at a time, they built infrastructure around it. Before I walk you through exactly how that infrastructure operates, if this level of breakdown is what you want every week, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because YouTube will put my new content directly on your homepage. Cyber Heroes, look out for Cyber Heroes. Here is how the operation works, step by step. Step 1, scraping criminal networks do not search missingmoney.com, one name at a time. They run automated scraping tools that pull records from the database in bulk, thousands of names, thousands of addresses, thousands of financial institutions continuously. They filter by dollar range, by zip code, by state, and they are building a target list before they ever pick up the phone or open a claim form. Step 2, profiling. Once they have a name attached to an unclaimed account, they cross-reference it. Public records, databases, data broker sites, social media, all of it gets used to build a full profile on the account holder, current address, phone number, date of birth. In many cases, this information is available for a few dollars through a commercial people search service. By the time they're done, they have everything they need to walk into a state office and convince a clerk that they're you. Step 3, claim filing. The criminal contacts the state's unclaimed property office online or by phone and initiates a claim as the account holder. The information required to pass the initial verification at most state offices is the same information already sitting in the public database: name, last known address, account details. In some states, that's the entire verification chain. They use the public information to claim the public account, and at no point does the system flag it because everything matches what the state expects to see. Step 4, interception. The state processes the claim and issues a check to the address provided on the claim form. That address is the one the criminal supplied, which they pulled from the public record. Your current address is not in the system. The state does not have it. The check goes to whoever told them where to send it. Step 5, cash out. The check gets deposited, cashed, or converted, and by the time you discover the account existed, if you ever do, the funds have moved. That's not a sophisticated hack. That is a paperwork exploit. Let me give you my perspective on this as somebody who's been doing cybersecurity for over a decade. The criminal never touched your account. They never accessed a database they weren't allowed to access. They filled out a form using public information and waited for a government office to mail them your money. That's not a coincidence. That's a structural flaw. And it's the same pattern I keep covering on this channel. Every major scam in 2026 is moving away from technical hacks and moving toward exploiting trusted systems that were never built to detect fraud in the first place. State unclaimed property offices are administrative agencies. They are not fraud investigation units. They don't have the infrastructure, the staffing, or the legal mandate to verify that every person filing a claim is who they say they are. Their job is to return money to its rightful owner, and their baseline assumption is that the person filing the claim is that owner. The verification requirements vary significantly by state. Some states require notarized signatures. Some require death certificates for deceased account claims. Some require third-party identity verification, but it's not consistent. And the criminals specifically research which states have the weakest requirements before they pick their targets. Now, here's what I told you to stay. For the highest value targets in this operation are not dormant accounts belonging to living people. They are accounts belonging to people who have passed away. When a spouse, a parent, or a relative passes, their individual accounts, not joint accounts, but individual accounts, continue to sit at the financial institution until somebody notifies the bank. In many cases, the surviving family doesn't know every account existed. The bank doesn't proactively search for next of kin. The account goes dormant. It gets reported to the state, and the name goes on the public list. A criminal who finds a deceased person's name in the unclaimed property database has an easier path than with a living account holder. The original account holder cannot call the state to dispute the claim. The family may not know to look for the account in the first place, and the verification documents required to claim a deceased person's estate in many states are less rigorous than the probate process would normally require. If your spouse has passed and you have not searched their name in the unclaimed property database, their money may already be on that list and somebody may have already filed. Now, I already know somebody is going to be in the comments saying, boy, this is the family's responsibility. You should know what accounts your loved ones had. Look, I understand that perspective, but it misses the reality of how families actually function. People keep accounts open from old jobs, old banks, and old joint partnerships from decades ago, and they don't always tell their spouse or their kids about every account. The system has a fraud window that the criminals are exploiting, and educating the family is the only way to close it. Here's exactly what you need to do right now. Step 1, go to missingmoney.com and search your full name, every variation you have ever used, including maiden names. If you've changed your name, search every state you have ever lived in. This takes about 3 minutes and costs nothing. If you find a match, write down the financial institution, the account holder name, and the dollar range, but don't click claim through the website. Yet I'll tell you why in step 4. Step 2, search the names of every deceased family member you can think of. A parent, a spouse, a sibling, a grandparent. If you find a listing, don't file the online claim immediately. Call the state's unclaimed property office directly and request a mailed claim form. You want your claim verified on paper through the proper channels, not processed through an online portal that can be exploited by anybody else who finds the same record. Step 3. If you are filing a claim for a deceased family member's account, contact a probate attorney before you submit anything. That claim needs to move through the correct legal process. Filing it outside of that process can complicate the estate and create issues with other heirs. A probate attorney costs money, but losing thousands of dollars to a criminal who filed before you did costs more. The math makes this one obvious. Step 4. If you find your own name listed in the database, contact the financial institution named in the record directly before you file anything with the state. Confirm the account details with them, establish your identity with the bank first, and then file the state claim with that documentation in hand. That paper trail is what protects you if a fraudulent claim has already been submitted on your account. Step 5. Set a recurring annual reminder to search your name in this database. Accounts can be reported to the state at any time. Checking once is not enough. Here's something you have to hear, cyber heroes. If a criminal already filed a fraudulent claim on a forgotten account in your name, your bank is probably not going to help you recover the money. From their perspective, the state issued the check. The state had the legal authority to release the funds, and the financial institution is not the party that approved the claim. Your only realistic shot at recovery is to file a fraud report with the state's unclaimed property office. Report it to IC3Gov, which is the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, and put a fraud alert on your credit with all 3 major bureaus. The clock starts the moment you discover the loss. If this video helped you, hit the like button, because that signal tells YouTube to push this video out to more people who need to see it before somebody else files first. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the red bell so you don't miss the next scam alert, because the criminals are coming up with new angles every single week, and I'm covering them as fast as they appear. Send this video to one person you care about, especially anyone who has lost a parent, a spouse, or a sibling, because that's the family that's most exposed to this. Drop a comment below and tell me if you've ever found unclaimed money in your name or in your family's name. I read the comments. If you thought this scam was wild, click the video on screen right now, where I break down the new electric bill scam that's draining bank accounts in 2026, even from people who are on autopay. Stay safe out there, cyber heroes, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.